Jeff here. Thanks again for bringing me on board. You've found a lot of talented people for this team. I can't wait to see what we can accomplish. Our journey to the Constructors' Championship starts here today, and the car is ready to head out whenever you are.
And with qualifying complete, let's review our top three today. Bottas, Hamilton and Max Verstappen. Well, that wraps up qualifying, but don't worry, we'll be back tomorrow as we head into the Grand Prix. Months of rumour and speculation all come to an end today as we return to racing for the opening event of what promises to be an enthralling season. Welcome along then to round one of this year's Formula One World Championship. We'll be racing around 3.36 miles of the magnificent Bahrain International Circuit today. Keep an eye out for drivers locking the front left down into the tricky braking zone of turn 10. Can Mercedes start with victory in their bid to win a 7th consecutive Constructors' title? Could Ferrari or Red Bull establish an advantage early on? And with 22 cars on the grid, how quickly can the new team find their footing? Well, it's great to be back, Anthony Davidson. We've got a lot to talk about this year.
That's right, Crofty. It felt like a long winter, but it's good to finally be back. I have to think the usual suspects will battle it out at the front. There are always going to be some teething problems early on in the season, so whoever can keep on top of their issues will have the advantage today.
As I mentioned earlier, we're up to 11 teams this season, with a new entry run by, well, of all things, an owner-driver. That's something we haven't seen in this sport since Hector Aback over 4 decades ago. So how are they looking so far?
It's hard to imagine how a small operation like that could survive in the ruthless world of Formula One. And yet, here they are, first ever race, looking surprisingly strong. But there are no points for qualifying. Let's see how they fare in the Grand Prix proper.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The 5 red lights, and it's underway 2020. Here we go, kicking things off. The two Mercedes looking very strong for this time of year. As who goes in? Ooh, Hamilton just squeezes Bottas out, and now Hamilton is leading the race with no challenge ahead of him as we look to Sam Rean now. He has to take the position back to the Ferrari, but he gets the position straight back off him. As we look now, he goes a bit deep and they go side by side, the Ferrari and Sam Rean in the Rean Racing team, of course. Now he's under pressure from Racing Point. What can he do? He's got Leclerc in front, he's got Stroll behind, but what can happen in this Grand Prix as we kick things off mid lap here? He is under pressure.
That's a strong start.
And he is coming up behind, 0.1 second behind Leclerc, the Ferrari. He is fantastic in keeping the momentum behind him, and this is crucial as he goes a bit wide, and that could cost him in the entry speed, of course, in the next turn. And as we move further down along the lap, we see Sam Rean getting close but not close enough to Leclerc. This is a massive for Sam Rean. He needs to get past Leclerc if he is to progress further into the race. As we see the rear view mirror, the rear view of the Ferrari of Leclerc, and things could get juicy in terms of what can happen in this Grand Prix. This Grand Prix is far from over when you see Sam Rean going a bit wide there. That was make him get dirt on his tyres, but now he's going a bit more wide as well, and now Sam Rean is desperate to chase down that Ferrari. The Scuderia is close but too far away to make any sort of move, and now Stroll could be on the attack here. But now we look at another Racing Point, Perez, who could be on the verge of an overtake as he looks behind Perez, as this could be an easy picking from, no, this is Stroll. This could be an easy picking from the Renault on Stroll here. He is right behind him, he's sticking with him, but he locks up a bit, Stroll, and now the 31 of Renault is closing up on Stroll. He is sizing Stroll up, he is. Could he overtake? He looks for the inside, and he does. He overtakes Lance Stroll. Ocon, I believe that is. And that is an easy overtake for Ocon. As we look to Sam Rean, Ocon right behind Sam Rean, 2 seconds behind Sam Rean. And this could be big for Sam Rean if he can keep close to that Ferrari, but it looks like the gap is building between him and Leclerc and the pack up ahead. But what else can happen? Who knows? And things could be looking okay for Sam Rean as number 3 of Daniel Ricciardo looking to size up the Ferrari of Sebastian Vettel. But can he? This could be a good move for the Honey Badger, of course, and this could be big for Ricciardo. DRS wide open, is it? And he takes him in the inside, and that is a beautiful overtake for Daniel Ricciardo. As we go back to Sam Rean here, still stuck in middle of nowhere with Leclerc 2 seconds up ahead and Ocon 2 seconds behind. As we take a look back now at Sebastian Vettel, who is under pressure from the McLaren. He is struggling with his tyres at the moment, and now he could be under pressure from that McLaren behind him. Can he survive the straight coming up? Who knows, but we will find out in seconds to make. And this is massive in terms of the overtaking. This could be massive for Sebastian Vettel's race. What will happen? He tries to go defensive, then the McLaren tries to go around the outside but finds no traction and grip to keep that corner happening. But now he's under pressure, the McLaren to the Red Bull, and this could be vital. But now the Ferrari of Sebastian Vettel is basically the corkscrew of that, and now both Mercedes up ahead, looking very close in terms of the positioning in the track, and it looks like Valtteri Bottas is staying behind champion Lewis Hamilton. So what can happen here? Can Valtteri Bottas overtake Hamilton? Who knows? We are about to see what will happen, and Lewis Hamilton is keeping it relatively easy, and now the three up top, Lewis Hamilton leading, then second place Bottas into the turn here, trying to overtake his teammate, of course, Lewis Hamilton. He lines Lewis Hamilton up, of course. What can happen here? He goes, can he overtake him? Can he gain enough for an overtake? Can he dive in the inside? No, he can't. He needs to make sure that is not acceptable, and that is that for the three up ahead. Now we go back to Sam Rean on lap 5 here, still stuck behind the Ferrari of Leclerc, and Ocon gained a bit for Sam Rean here in the Rean Racing, of course. Goes a bit wide, Sam Rean, leaving the door ajar for Ocon to come and attack the Welshman. And now later on in this lap, Sam Rean goes a bit late on the brake and goes wide. This is inviting Ocon for a juicy overtake on the main straight, but can he? Who knows? Sam Rean tries to keep it on the track, but he just can't. And you can see how the soft tyres are struggling, and that is an overtake.
We're going to box this lap. Push hard on the in-lap.
As we get information that Sam Rean is going in this lap. Sam Rean, of course, the Rean Racing brand new team for this season, is they collide. Sam Rean and Ocon collide, and now Sam Rean definitely under pressure here from various teams and cars. But can he? Oh, he is. Oh, that's the front wing. That's the front wing of McLaren. What on earth has gone on? And that brings out a yellow flag, does it? We have no word on that just yet, but overall this is massive, and now Lewis Hamilton is leading still after a lap into the race, and things are not looking good for Lewis Hamilton. That's an engine blowout. What has gone on with the champion Lewis Hamilton? Lewis Hamilton is in danger there, and that is that for Lewis Hamilton, the champion, of course, of the Grand Prix recently, but not today. He has retired from the race. What biblical scenes! What a shocking thing to happen to the 6-time world champion, of course. Let's see the replay of it. It seems that it's just an engine blowout. That is a shocking thing to see. And now teammate of Lewis Hamilton, of course, Valtteri Bottas leads, but they are entering the pits knowing that a full-well safety car could be coming out. And now the Mercedes, the champions, of course, how well do they do this pit stop? That is good, as they put mediums on Valtteri Bottas, and now everyone is coming into the pits. This could be crucial for Sam Rean and the Rean Racing, of course, in this Grand Prix. What can happen? Who knows? But everyone, as I said, is going to be entering this pit, and it is like a car park basically in the pits. And now they double stacking at Rean Racing, and now we speed up a bit as they exit the pit lane, and the yellow flags are still out, meaning that a safety car has been deployed, as you can see, as they are trying to keep heat in the tyres, of course. And the safety car has been deployed, and things are looking good for Sam Rean if he can gain the places on the restart. And now we take you to the part where the safety car pulls into this lap, and Bottas is controlling the pack. He is effectively the safety car, and now he's still keeping distance. He's still going gently.
Okay, let's get ready to go racing again. The safety car is in this lap. When the field accelerates, remember, there is no overtaking until the green flags. Safety car in this lap.
As Sam Rean gets word to basically warn him to keep clean on the track, and as we restart this Grand Prix, this is a big moment for Sam Rean. Can he?
To teammate behind is 3.4 seconds.
3.4 seconds there for Sam Rean, and what a dive bomb there for the McLaren. What result that is for the McLaren, but can he keep it? Who knows, as the lead did not change after all, as Bottas takes it away from Verstappen in the Red Bull, and now things are looking congested here. Things are looking not too far apart as things heat up in Bahrain. We've got Sam Rean trying to do all he can to close the gap as his Rean racing car is dirty. What can happen during this race? Who knows? This is a big mystery, as yellow flag briefly came out there. Something happened, but recovered straight away as Valtteri Bottas leads this Grand Prix with a good gap to Verstappen, of course, in second. Verstappen could find himself under pressure from a Renault of Daniel Ricciardo, which is fantastic to see a Renault right up there for the first Grand Prix this season, and things could be rosy for Bottas, but it could be far from that for Verstappen, as we take you to a Ferrari who's about to overtake an Alpha Tauri, and things could be about to change in position wise. But were they? No, not just yet, as Leclerc tries all he can to gain on the straight, but couldn't keep the momentum in the corners, as he is basically holding back a lot of cars, including Albon there. And now we take you back to Sam Rean, where he is 14th in the grid, and now he is struggling on his tyres, as you can see, and now he's about to get overtook by Kimi Raikkonen. Can he keep 14th? He does, but he needs to gain on Kvyat and Norris up ahead, but can he? Who knows? This is a big part of the Grand Prix for Sam Rean here in the Rean Racing. Fantastic result if this stays, but I feel there's a lot more to give for Sam Rean during this Grand Prix, and he is right behind the gearbox of that AlphaTauri. And now he goes and dives in the inside, clean as a whistle overtake, but that's not just the end of it, as the AlphaTauri of Kvyat, he tries to overtake Sam Rean, but Sam Rean late braking as always. He's off the track, but now he is still under pressure. Is he? No, he ain't. He backed off Kvyat, and that is 13th place for Sam Rean.
Final lap of the race.
As we enter the final lap of the Grand Prix here around this magnificent track, we had a jam-packed. We have not finished here yet, as the McLaren and Magnussen 12th and 11th are battling it out still. But can something happen? Who knows, as Sam Rean goes off wide again, and yeah, things, as you see in front of you, is not looking great for Sam Rean in terms of overtaking. But can he late brakes, and he does not do anything to that position. So it's all about the two ahead as he goes off wide again. He gets overtook by the AlphaTauri of Kvyat, but this is the guy who has led majority of the race after teammate Lewis Hamilton retired after an engine blowout. the fireworks are going off already for this man, Valtteri Bottas. Fantastic first victory in the Sahara Desert of Bahrain 2020. What a wonderful result for the Mercedes team and Valtteri Bottas. Commiserations, of course, for champion Lewis Hamilton, but today was his day as Sam Rean finishes 14th, I said, and that is that for today. What a fantastic driver of the day is Kevin Magnussen, and I can't argue with that. I will leave you to Crofty and all that jazz. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next race. Thank you and goodbye.
Brilliant effort from the whole team. Anthony Davidson, how do you think they were able to set themselves apart today?
It was a question of right place, right time today. We were looking at an entirely different race before the safety car came out, but they were able to take full advantage after the field had been bunched up.
And I can see the drivers starting to approach the podium for the victory celebrations. A real team victory today. Everybody played their part. Congratulations then to Mercedes, your race winners today. Valtteri Bottas passes his rival to take over the lead in the Drivers' Championship. Some amazing talents out on the track today. But Anthony, who would you pick as your driver of the day?
Well, there's a lot of incredible driving out there today, Crofty, but if I had to pick someone, it's got to be Sergio Perez. Fantastic driving. All respect to the fans' choice, they fully deserve it. But I just feel that my pick had a little more on their plate, so their ability to keep a cool head and come through for such a strong finish made the difference, at least in my opinion.
It's time to check out the constructors' standings. Mercedes moved to the top of the table. It's been an absolutely wild weekend of Formula One action. I can't wait to see what's next.